Good morning everybody, happy Easter. It's time for our Sunday Club special for our special Easter Sunday. Are you ready? We're going to start off with a song. Now you all know this already because we've done it before. 1, 2, 3, Jesus is alive. 1, 2, 3, Jesus is alive. He died for you and me, but on day 3, Jesus rose again. Jesus is alive. 1, 2, 3, Jesus is alive. 1, 2, 3, Jesus is alive. He died for you and me, but on day 3, Jesus rose again. Jesus is alive. God loved the world. God loved the world. He gave His Son. So He gave His Son. Jesus is our friend. He loves everyone. He loves everyone. God loved the world. So He gave His Son. So He gave His Son. Jesus is our friend. He loves everyone. 1, 2, 3, Jesus is alive. 1, 2, 3, Jesus is alive. He died for you and me, but on day 3, Jesus rose again. Jesus is alive. God loved the world. God loved the world. So He gave His Son. So He gave His Son. Jesus is our friend. He loves everyone. 1, 2, 3, Jesus is alive. 1, 2, 3, Jesus is alive. He died for you and me, but on day 3, Jesus rose again. Jesus is alive. Jesus rose again. Jesus is alive. Jesus rose again. Jesus is alive. Well done! I hope you enjoyed that and you got up and did some of the actions. Now, we're going to play a bit of a game. The opposite game. So I'm going to say one word and I want you to shout out as loud as you can what the opposite word is. If you're not quite sure, ask mum or dad or somebody who's with you. Are you ready? Here's the first one. Hot. What's the opposite of hot? Shout it loud. That's right. Cold. Well done. Next one. Summer. What's the opposite of summer? Oh, can't quite hear. Winter. Very good. Happy. Opposite of happy is sad. Quite right. This time, the opposite of right is left. Well done. The opposite of smile is frown. The opposite of good. Can you say a bit louder? That's right. Bad is the opposite. And last of all, full. What's the opposite of full? Correct. Empty. Now today, our story is all about that word, empty. And it's called A Happy Day. It was very early. The birds were still in bed and the sun had yet to open its eyes. The sky was grey and grainy, the air was cold, and 3 women walked slowly towards the graveyard. Jesus had been buried there. and the women were coming to visit his grave. They talked in sad whispers. They cried. They held each other's hands. Jesus had been dead for 3 days. And they missed him very much. Just as they reached the graveyard, some surprising things started to happen. The ground began to shake. The air began to tremble. And quick as lightning, an angel flashed down from heaven and the stone rolled away from Jesus' tomb. Everything went quiet. The ground stopped moving, but the women shook with fear. Don't be afraid, the angel said. Come and see. The tomb is empty. Jesus is alive. Arm in arm, the women crept past the angel and wandered into the tomb. The sheets that they'd wrapped his body in were still there, but Jesus himself was gone. Where is he? Asked the women. What have you done with him? I told you, smiled the angel. He's not dead anymore. He's come back to life and he wants you to go and tell all of his friends. The women just looked at each other. They were amazed. They didn't know whether to laugh or to cry. They could hardly believe it. That is, until they hurried out of the tomb and ran straight into Jesus. Oh, Jesus, they cried, it's true. You are alive. And they fell at his feet amazed. There's no need to be afraid anymore, he said. God has made everything all right. But I have a job for you to do. I want you to go to the rest of my friends and tell them that I am alive. Tell them that I will meet them on the seashore in Galilee, where all our adventures started. The women got up, waved goodbye, and hurried off to Jerusalem. The birds were singing now. The sun was shining brightly in the sky. The wind had dropped. The day was beautiful. And the women had the most amazing story to tell. Now today, as we celebrate Easter Sunday, we're going to make our own empty tomb. And you see, we're going to use a paper plate. Now, you're going to need 2 paper plates. You're going to need a paper fastener, some colours, some scissors, and some glue. And this is what we'll do. Our top plate is our tomb. And when we open our tomb, you can see inside that it is empty because Jesus has risen. So let's make one. Take your first plate and then using a grey or a black colour, draw out the shape of an egg in the centre of your plate. You see? That's the stone that rolled the tomb away. But what we need to do now is to use our grey crayon and colour in all the way around the edge of the shape that we've drawn. Now this is going to be the tomb itself. So go all the way around the plate. Yeah, all the way around. Try not to go into the centre. That's it, halfway. That's it, nearly done. Try and cover all of the bits of white on the plate as you can, because we want this to look like the tomb that Jesus was buried in. Just a little bit more. That's it. And there we go. It should look like that. So we've got our tomb and we've got our stone. Now, we're going to make our stone, we're going to decorate our stone so it actually looks like an Easter egg. So using your colours, you can do whatever you like to make it beautiful and bright and shiny. Because Easter eggs are always wrapped in shiny paper, aren't they? So I'm going to use lots of different colours to make my stone stand out. There we go. So I've decorated my plate. Now at the bottom, I want to write the words Happy Easter. So on one side, I'm going to write the word happy. You see? And then on the other side, I'm going to write the word Easter. Leave a gap in between the words. You'll see why a little bit later. So there you have it, Happy Easter. Now you need to take a pair of scissors. You might need some help with this. And in between the two words, Happy and Easter, we're going to cut the plate in half. Don't worry, it will all be clear when we're finished. So you end up with two halves like that. Put them to one side, and then you need your bottom plate. This is the inside of our tomb. So what you can do first is to use your grey crayon again, but this time just around the edge of the plate needs to be grey, because it's the inside of our tomb. Just the edge. That's it, almost there. All the way around just the edge. And it should look a bit like that. Now the next thing you're going to need is a cross. You use some bright coloured paper. I've got some yellow card left, so I'm just going to use what I've got. So if you fold your piece of card in half, if you did the craft on Good Friday, you've cut some crosses before. So fold it in half, pair of scissors, and you're going to cut the shape of the cross. That's it. Unfold it, and you will have yourself a cross shape. Now what I want you to do is you need to put some glue on the back of your cross, all the way down, and stick your cross in the centre of the plate. Can you see? Just like that. And then what you're going to do is, using a bright coloured pen, I'm going to use orange, I'm going to just draw little lines coming away from the cross. Can you see? Just like that. And it makes the cross stand out. And on the other side, I'm going to use a blue pen and I'm going to write the words, He is risen. On one side, I write, He is, like that. And on the other side, I'm going to write the word risen. Can you see? And at the top of our plate, I'm going to write the word hallelujah. All across the top. You might have to press on with your pen so that you can see it over the top of your crane. So you should then have hallelujah written across the top. Now we're going to put both things together. Now you might need some help with this from your grown-up. So take your two halves, put it over the top of your cross, and just so that the bottom half just overlaps slightly, like that. When you've done that, if you ask a grown-up to get some sharp scissors, and what they need to do is to make a hole all the way through. So this is quite difficult, so you need a sharp pair of scissors to do that. Once you've got your hole, take a pin, push it through, and open out each side. And there you have your Easter tomb. And as we open up our plate, open up our tomb, move the stone away, we can see that Jesus is not there because the tomb is empty. He is risen. Well done. If you make some of these, please put a picture up so that everybody can see just how fantastic and creative you are. Now, before we go today, I've got a prayer to read. And this is a prayer for Easter, and it's called the Jelly Bean Prayer. Red is for the blood he gave. Green is for the grass he made. Yellow is for the sun so bright. Orange is for the edge of night. Black is for the sins we made. White is for the grace he gave. Purple is for his hour of sorrow. Pink is for our new tomorrow. A bag full of jelly beans is yummy to eat. It's a picture, a promise, a special treat. To help us remember Jesus' work complete, gives us hope beyond any earthly sweet. Amen. Enjoy the rest of your Easter Sunday. Don't eat too much chocolate, and I'll see you next time.